Oh my days. Wagwan everyone, it's your boy KMD back up in here for Rant Radio. I know what you're thinking, bro. Where the fuck have you been? It's been like over a fucking month. You're playing the fuck about. We didn't even know if your channel was still up and running. Matter of fact, I've unsubscribed from your fucking channel because you've taken too fucking long to post another video. We didn't even know if you was alive, bro. We didn't even know if you were alive. I'm still alive, still here, still kicking. Like I remember I told you guys, man, I'm practicing the art of not giving a fuck. And it's very, 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 very simple for me to fucking do now. I've seen so much shit and I'm just like, yeah, I don't really care. I'm just gonna fucking move on. But I've been seeing some shit lately. I wanted to talk about stop and search because it's like serious shit right now, man. I was listening to the that GMTV. They had GMTV with that prick, that dickhead Piers Morgan. And he was on the panel with a few other people whose lives have been affected by knife crime, for instance. And it's like he's a super advocate of bringing back just random stop and searches. Me personally, so it's like this is what I wanted to actually do. I wanted to do the video. That's the title of this video: stop and searching. Should it be brought back in just to friggin' tackle this so-called rise in knife crime? But my thing is, coming from growing up in a place like Hackney, being born and raised in a place like Hackney, being just constantly always being around parts of Hackney, different places of Hackney, I come to realize that like this shit ain't nothing new. Like, you know what I mean? Like all of these stabbings, these shootings and things that's going on, even though it's not particularly happening in Hackney, most of it happens in South London. This shit is crazy, bro. It's just another reason why I don't go South London. That place is crazy as fuck. But yeah, it's like the only reason why now it's all being given these sort of media coverage that it's been given today is because of social media, camera phones, Android phones, iPhones. That's the only reason why we are now speaking about knife crime and how out of hand it's getting, like, you know what I mean? Because everybody's recording shit nowadays. Even the people that's going around stabbing people are recording this shit too. Like they're on the Snapchat recording this shit too, or they're on the Instagram recording chasing someone down or some dumb shit like that. But we also live in a city that is pretty much like the most watched city in the fucking world. And I don't think a lot of us even realize this either. Like a lot of us don't even realize this, that London here in the UK is one of the most watched cities in the world, covered by security cameras, CCTV on nearly every street corner, on nearly every lamppost, in nearly every building you go into, you know what I mean? So we're always being watched here in England anyway. But this stop and search talk now, this prick Piers Morgan, he's an advocate. He's just like, I have a son this and son that, who's this age and that age and blah 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 and blah 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 and blah 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 and blah blah blah. Me personally, I'm not down for stop and search, especially random stop and search, because me personally have had to deal with constant stop and searches for no fucking reason, and have also been fucking assaulted constantly for being stopped and searched just for being a fucking black guy most of the time. And again, it's not this fucking fake race card that people seem to think black people use. We don't have a fucking race card. We don't even have a fucking deck of cards to even pull out a so-called race card. We don't have it. We don't have it. We don't have shit in this world. We don't have shit in this world. All we have is our fucking mouth and the groove and our soul and our culture. That's all we have, really, like, you know what I mean? But me personally, I'm not fucking down for stop and search, because I've always been stopped and searched. I'll give you two examples of 2 times when I was stopped and searched. One time, walking my puppy Rottweiler at like midnight, 1 AM, Highbury, Islington. Stopped randomly out of nowhere by 4 plainclothes police officers driving a Ford Focus. And you know what they said to me? We're looking for a black guy who's been walking around here at this time stabbing people. I'm like, really? That's the best you've got. That's the best you've got. You've seen a black guy walking his puppy Rottweiler, and that's the best you've got. You're looking for a black guy who's been walking around this area stabbing people. Really? Like, I'm not in Chelsea and Westminster right now, where you're not going to really see that many black people walking about at fucking midnight, 1 AM. I'm in fucking Highbury and Islington. Highbury and Islington. Second time. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the second time was the one I got fucking taken to court, man, when I had to fight like 6-7 police officers for like 15 fucking minutes, again, for being a black man in Hackney, because that was their fucking excuse again, because there was some sort of madness that happened where some little schoolboy was apparently involved in some sort of madness where he could have got stabbed, so he called up the police and ran into the Chinese takeaway shop next door to the off license where I was. Next thing I know, police pull up in their meat wagon van, and then they're just like, yeah, we're looking for a black guy who's wearing the same attire as you are. A hoodie and 3/4 length trousers. This is what I was wearing. 3/4 length shorts and a fucking hoodie. And I had my dog chained to the post again. I had my dog chained to the post, and I'm wearing 3/4 lengths and a hoodie in Hackney, and that's what they said to me. We're looking for a black guy who's basically your description. Same shit again. You know what it is with me? I just always get to a point where it's just like, I know what stop and searching is basically. Stop and searching is basically to just deal with, because that's also on the GMTV program. Also, there was this other young guy, there was this other young black guy as well who wasn't down for stop and searching also, because he was speaking about a situation where he was in, where he was with 2 of his white friends who were wearing hoodies, and he was walking with them wearing a t-shirt. Police stopped and searched him, but left these 2 white friends alone. But he was the one that was stopped and searched. But people don't believe in people who aren't from my background or from my walk of life or even my complexion. They don't believe that these sort of things happen. They think that we're just like, do you think we just come up with this shit out of fucking nowhere? Like, really? Do you think we just come up with this shit out of nowhere? Do you really believe that things like Jim Crow law wasn't just like your mum's 40th birthday ago? Like, you know what I'm saying? Half of this shit was going on when your parents were alive. Like, what the fuck? So for someone like Piers Morgan, whose dad was probably a fucking racist prick anyway, to be like, well, yeah, no, we need to deal with these fucking people. I'm like, cuz, what about the 100 plus fucking school shootings that's happened over in America, all by fucking white children? All by white children, and yet still, none of these motherfuckers are called terrorists, thugs, gangsters, or nothing like that. They're just called mentally challenged or bad upbringing, you know. It's the same old shit. So I'm not down for stop and searching. I'm not sure what the fuck can be done to deal with this knife crime that we have going on. Because for one thing, like, you've taken away most of the things that most of these youths have. Like, most of these youths don't have anything. When they finish school, secondary school, what do they have to do? There's nothing appealing for them to do. Now, you know, what do you want to do? Go into college to continue doing the same bullshit education that they've already been dealing with for 5-6 years already, to continue on with it for another 2 years, and the only thing now is that they get to wear their own clothes, and they might get some EMA money for it too. They ain't got no youth clubs, they ain't got no sort of programs to get them good trades, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know, like construction trades or security trades or forklift trades. It's just the same old sort of bullshit. Business, you know what I mean, geography, history, you know what I mean. It's just like, where is the real substantial shit children and adolescents need to fucking learn? Like, you know what I'm saying, why aren't you teaching any of these kids how to fucking become a politician? Because you don't want any of these people to become politicians, you know what I mean. You got us now sitting down here now constantly every day hearing about what new Brexit deal is fucking going on, and yet and still I still don't give a fuck, and yet and still I still don't really get what the fuck is going on with this Brexit shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the amount of these MPs and politicians who's now just resigning and walking away from their job because of this Brexit shit now, just to me, in my opinion, just basically kind of shows you that they had no fucking idea why they even wanted this Brexit shit in the first place. They just assumed that the public are just going to be like, no, yeah, let's stay in there. Let's just stay in there. But they never actually assumed that the public had some sort of in-depth racism within them, that they don't like these alien immigrants again. Because this is the only reason why that I believe that the only reason why that this Brexit thing went through is because many of these people who still have like this dying racism, that they just like, you know, they really need to be fucking racist and shit. They just wanted all of these fucking immigrants out of their country, and it's just like the MPs didn't actually believe that they'll vote, yes, let's get out of Britain, like, let's get out of Europe, let's get out of the EU. So now here we are trying to figure out what the fuck to do now for our Brexit deal, while MPs and politicians are resigning and walking from their job left, right, and fucking centre. Look at my man, the same man who actually tried. Wasn't it Nigel Farage that actually pushed for Brexit in the first place? And then when we got it, he was the first man to resign from his job. After we got you was the same one that was pushing for this shit, bro. But then you walked from the job after. David Spameron walked from the job. Many people walked from the job. It just goes to show you. I don't know, people, man. I don't know what the fuck can be done to solve this knife crime shit that we've got going on. But like I say, it's nothing new. It's the only reason why it's crazy or seems crazy to many people today is because we get to fucking see the news coverage of it now, because everybody's posting about this shit now, you know what I'm saying? Or someone's recording it on their Snapchat or their phone and making it go viral. So this is why we know about this shit now. This shit was always going on. This shit was always going on. Always going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck can be done. But I do know, one thing I do know is that if we want something to be done, like I say, we have to fight the fucking system that we're stuck in. We have to fight the fucking system that we're stuck in, because we continue to get mad and upset about shit and then celebrate a fucking monetized holiday the next day or the next week, like. So it doesn't make fucking sense. How can we be taken seriously? How the fuck can we be taken seriously if we see some shit that the government's done to fuck us over even more, but then we just give them money right back anyway? Like, it's just, why do I keep saying this shit? I don't know. I'm tired of fucking repeating myself. This is what I'm saying. This is why I don't really post too many videos and stuff, man. But like I say, man, I'm always here. This channel is never going to be cancelled. It's never going to be cancelled. I'm always going to have rants. I'm always going to be up in it as much as I possibly can. All right. But look, man, people, peace and love for anybody who is still subscribed. People who are still subscribing to this day. People who are still commenting on my Cardi B fucking video. My fuck Cardi B. I'm still getting comments to this day for that Cardi B video. It's crazy. I didn't realize how many people literally didn't fucking like Cardi B. I thought I was the only one, but there we go. I'm happy to see that many people dislike that bitch. But yeah, this is your boy KMD, people. This is Rant Radio, and I won't be gone for too long this time around. Hit me up in the comments. You know what to do. Peace.